One of the questions that I'm often asked as senior pastor is to do with our church's vision and people wanting to know how can they connect with it, how does what they do contribute to it. And a key word that's been speaking to me about that has been the notion of households. Just to give you an example, towards the end of last year I had the privilege of sharing with one of the families from our church in celebrating communion with them. And in that celebration, which was at their home, was Scotty Baldwin, who is involved in playing drums, primarily for our evening service as well as at times in the morning, and who's travelling quite a bit at the moment with a band that he's in. Then there was his mum, Sue, who is part of our 9:30 congregation, and then Sue's father, Scott's grandfather, Andrew, who's now in a nursing home at Bowral, but who was unwell enough to come to church, but is still part of our 8 o'clock congregation. And across our church, one of its great strengths is its ability to minister across the generations and within families. And so whatever part you play, whether you come to our Fingerprints playgroup or you're involved with kids' church, involved with youth, you're involved with our families or our older folk, we're all part of households. And part of my passion is to see the uniting of households, not only those people who are already part of our church, but those who may not come currently, but to support people in finding ways to lovingly share their faith in Jesus so that the members of their household are united together in Christ.
I think the church community can influence and impact young adults ministry by just being involved and being aware. And I think by being involved, it's the generations that have come before young adults and those that are coming after have something to offer. And particularly there are so many young adults that grow up as part of dysfunctional families, that grow up without having a solid father figure or mother figure in their life, that don't know what it's like to have grandparents, and that particularly don't know what it looks like to be loved and nurtured in a spiritual way. And so I think the church has a lot to offer young adults in that area, and they need just good mentors, good people to get alongside.
It'd be wonderful if you could find a place within the life of our church where you could serve, where you could be involved. Maybe ask God where He's calling you to be and what He's calling you to do. It's going to take all of us to fulfill the plans and the purposes God has for us. But it's exciting that we can be part of a team together. I'm really looking forward to seeing what will happen as Camden Uniting Church moves forward into the future alongside God and just really embraces the plans He has for our church.
I find that the value of what I'm doing is connecting with the elderly in a way that they feel that they're loved within our church environment, and it's just a case of giving them a hug and having a prayer with them, talking about what they want to talk about, and they really do feel loved by that.
Our church can step into the gap in providing simple things like being a role model, encouraging and nurturing the families that we have here in our community, reaching out and helping the parents to understand the value that they have as the parents in creating a village where we all help each other to raise the children.
There's some great opportunities in front of us at church, and I really believe much of the victory will be won as we really move forward as a praying church, making sure we take the time to bring before God what we do as a church and to discern from Him what He's calling us to do. I really love to encourage you to take the time to pray and to join together wherever we can to invite God to be active, and that we wouldn't be living out our own plans as a church, but we'd be coming alongside, partnering with Him in His plans.
the thing that led me to faith in Christ was asking the question, is there more to life than this? Is it more than just living so many years, dying, being remembered for a while and forgotten? And so knowing that there is a hope that sustains me for this life and beyond it, and being able to share that with other people is what makes my job something I enjoy, and also something that gives value to what I do.